His name is Hirotaka, and he was getting kicked out of his party, but then the people in the shop hears what happened, and they started to wonder if a guy from a hero party is getting kicked out. After realizing it, the hero tells him to use his useless skill in front of everyone, to which he replies that it's not an useless skill. And he goes on by stretching his hand. He then starts to use his magic. Afterwards, something pops up in his hands. But then his skill's name is Junk Collection, which randomly collects abandoned or discarded items from this world for every 12 hours. After seeing that potion, everyone was disappointed, while Hirotaka is being happy since he got an potion. Afterwards, everyone started to laugh at him by saying, "What a lame skill, it's so pathetic." But then the hero says they can easily cure anyone using a healing magic, rather than using the potion he got. Right now, he is like an useless old man with no income or combat ability. After hearing it, Hirotaka says that his mind and body is a 17-year-old. While he was saying it, someone throws something at him. And when he turned back to see who was it, everyone in the crowd is telling him that he is pathetic, and they tells him to leave this place. After seeing it, he was shocked, and he tells to them it's fine, since he doesn't want to stay in a place like this anyway. Afterwards, the hero tells him to leave the equipments they bought him, to which he says he was planning to do it. But then he got silent, and he tells to the hero, no matter what he says, he will never leave anything he got from using his junk collection skill, to which the hero says he doesn't need those garbage. Afterwards, they kicked him out of the place, to which he starts to shout at them by saying they aren't actually intending to kill the demon lord, but they just wants to live in luxury. But nobody cared what he just said. After realizing it, he got silent, and he comes to the realization that he is useless after all. Afterwards, he goes on by thinking that unwanted things always gets thrown out, and that's how this world works. Before he got reincarnated into this world, he worked as a junk collector. After finishing his work, he notices a teddy bear in the trash bin, to which he asks to the owner if they accidentally mixed it in the junk. But then they tells him to throw it out since they don't need it anymore. In the end, he realizes the girl is holding a new stuffed animal, which shocked him. Afterwards, he leaves the place while having that teddy bear in his junk collecting truck. But then he was thinking it's kind of lonely, or is he weird to think like that? Afterwards, back into the reality, he was thinking on what he should do from now onwards, since in this new world, he doesn't know anyone. On top of that, his equipment was taken away, and he doesn't have any money, but all he has now is this junk he collected, which made him to wonder it's really a bad situation he is in. In the end, he still gets motivated, and he decides to not worry about it and use his skills he got by being a former junk collector. Afterwards, he starts to go through his junk, and one of them is an armor that has been used for a long time, to which he thinks to himself who would have been its owner. While thinking about it, he realizes it got some blood stains in it. After seeing it, he thinks to himself, even if it gets discarded, no matter how old is it, this items hold the thoughts and history of the people who used it, and this can't be erased. After realizing it, he got happy. Even though his friends and others laughed at his skill, he is glad that he got this junk collection. Afterwards, it was the next day. He decides to sell some items he got. Afterwards, he was wondering if he can sell things other than potions. Afterwards, the shop owner takes a look at what he brought to sell. But then before he says anything, Hirotaka gets an imaginary scene where the shop owner is throwing away the things he brought. Afterwards, he started to shout at the shop owner by saying it's not garbage, and he is acting in a fixated emotion, so he should carefully take a look at them. But then the shop owner asks him if he disassemble this into a separate materials, to which he tells to him, yes, since they were old, so he thought it will be easier to use that way. But then the shop owner says he did a good job in removing them for a young kid, to which he thinks to himself that he is actually a 32 years old and inside. Afterwards, the shop owner says that he will buy them for a 6 silver coin. After hearing it, Hirotaka was really happy. In the end, he gets out and looks at this world. Afterwards, he gets motivated by thinking it might not be a bad idea to become a junk collector in this world too. And he goes on by getting really excited, since in this world, he doesn't need to worry about annoying boss. After a while, his excitement is gone because his junk collecting skill can be used only once for every 12 hours. So which means he can't make a living by only doing junk collection alone. In the end, he gets annoyed by the 12 hours cooldown, since he might even get a garbage, even after waiting for that long. Afterwards, while he was picking up some medicine herbs, he heard a noise, and to his surprise, it was a cute rabbit, to which he got happy since it was an cute rabbit. In the end, he realizes that he watched ReZero. After realizing it, he started to run away with full of fear. Afterwards, he thinks to himself that he should have ran away. After realizing the ReZero reference, all of the sudden he realizes 12 hours have been passed, and he straight up uses his magic. While using the magic, he thinks to himself, it doesn't matter even if he gets an rusty and old sword. And all of the sudden, something black covers his hands, which covers his entire body, and those rabbits are shocked. Meanwhile, he realizes a black sword spawns in his hands. After seeing it, he was really shocked. But then those monsters comes in to attack him. After realizing it, he just swings his new knife. And to his surprise, it sends a shockwave killing 3 monsters and damaging some trees. After seeing that happened, other monsters started to run away, which made him to realize he got saved. Afterwards, he looks at the sword wondering if he got this sword with his skill means someone throwed it away. But still, he says thanks to the sword since it still saved his life. After that, he realizes that he can sell this monster's materials too, which made him to get happy since it's an extra income for him. Afterwards, while he was collecting the monster materials, he heard a scream, to which he started to panic, while thinking he should inform this to a trusted adult, while staying calm. Afterwards, it was a girl, and she was getting attacked by a monster. And she was really scared. In the end, the monster comes in to finish her up, but before it could reach her, Hirotaka blocked its attack. After seeing it, she was shocked, while he is thinking that he made it in time. But then he still got thrown away by the force of the monster's attack. And after getting knocked down, he thinks to himself, why is this bear is so strong and big? While thinking about it, he looks at the girl trembling in fear, which shocked him. But then she was thinking that she should help him rather than running away. Afterwards, she started to cast a magic. But she was really scared that she can't finish the magic incarnation. After realizing how weak she is, she thinks to herself that she only brings trouble to others. Afterwards, she started to say sorry to her teacher for being a useless disciple, and also to her grandfather for not able to heal his back pain. In the end, she thinks she even got a stranger involved in her misfortune, and she tells to herself that she is a garbage. All of the sudden, he says it's okay to her, and he will take care of this, which shocked her. But then he looks at a tree that was broken. He then straight up lifts the tree, and he hits the bear with the tree by saying how dare it knocked him down. But that bear just got more angry, and it attacks him back, to which he dodges. Afterwards, he takes out his new knife and attacks the bear with it. But it didn't do much except to giving it a small cut. After seeing it, he got more desperate to kill it, and as a result, he started to spam the same attack on that bear. Afterwards, he got tired, while thinking if only he had a slightly bigger sword. All of the sudden, the knife started to do something, which shocked him. Afterwards, the knife turned into a sword. But before he could fully think about what just happened, the bear comes in to attack him, to which he attacks the bear with the new sword, and to his surprise, the bear monster split into 2 pieces, which was a single hit. After looking at it, the girl thinks to herself that it was really amazing. But then he was really shocked since the bear just got cut into 2 with 1 stroke. Afterwards, he looks at the sword, which changes shape, plus it cuts really well, and also for some reason it's making an eye contact with him. After that, he says this incredibly dangerous sword is an everyman's dream, which just confuses that girl. Afterwards, while being happy, he asks to the sword on what exactly is it. All of the sudden, a black mist starts to appear, which shocked him. But then something started to come inside the black mist. After seeing it, he realizes it was written Demon Sword o Sorrow, and he was still confused. Afterwards, that girl says thanks to him for saving her, to which he tells to her that she doesn't need to worry about it, and he says he is glad that he could be in a help, but she wasn't really happy, and she offers to heal his wounds with her healing magic, which shocked him, and he asks to her if she can really do that, and she tells to him that she is a cleric. After saying it, she started the incarnation for the magic. After seeing at her doing it, he was shocked, but she started to panic. As a result, she bites her tongue, to which Hirotaka asks to her if she is alright. But then she started to say that she is an useless cleric, and as he can see, she can't even cast a magic in front of others, which makes her worth as a healer less than a low potion. After saying it, she was standing there while trembling. But then he asks her to cast the healing spell on him once again, to which she was really shocked. But he goes on by saying getting nervous and blaming herself for her shortcomings is the proof that she wants to be noticed and praised for her effort she is putting in. Afterwards, he says thanks to her for worrying about his injuries. That feeling is itself is enough to heal his injuries. So it's okay for her to fail, but she should try again, since if she does that, he will become super energetic. And even if she fails, it doesn't matter, since she can try it again. After hearing it, she was shocked, and she thinks to herself that no one has ever told that to her before. After saying it, she started to cast a healing magic, but this time she was able to finish the incarnation. As a result, the healing magic worked, which then healed his injuries. After seeing it, he gets happy since his skin now looks really smooth, while she is getting happy because her magic worked. Afterwards, he tells to her that she can do it if she tries again. In the end, both of them give hi-fi, and she was really happy, to which he thinks to himself that was really cute. He goes on by asking her to tell her name, to which she says it was Liisa. After hearing it, he tells her his name too. Afterwards, she goes on by asking him on what is that sword, to which he tells to her that this sword is called the Demon Sword o Sorrow. Also, this sword is pretty strong for a junk. After hearing it, she was shocked. While trembling, she asks to him if he is the owner of this demon sword, since that sword is the proof of being the demon king, and this shocked him. Meanwhile, at the demon castle, other demon kings asks if they lost that sword. Afterwards, another demon king says if the ultimate demon king, Tristan, will be angry if he knows that the demon king Sloth lost the sword, to which the Sloth demon king says that she didn't lost it, but rather it was stolen from her. After hearing it, they got really angry, since she confessed the fact it got stolen. Afterwards, they started to say living stronger than everyone, freer than anyone is the pride of Demon King. And a weakling who gets her demon sword stolen is not a demon king. In the end, he gets really angry and tells her to find it while throwing her out of the castle. Afterwards, while flying, she was thinking that whoever stole her sword o sorrow, she will kill them. Afterwards, they return to the village, and she confirms that he got the sword from a skill, right? To which he says yes. And then she goes on by saying there is no way Sir Hirotaka will be a demon king. After hearing the word demon king, he thinks to himself the time when he got reincarnated, since right after getting reincarnated, he heard a voice saying him that he got reincarnated into this world to defeat the 7 demon lords who disturbs this world's order. But then he asks to her if the demon lords are really that bad, to which she says that they are beyond bad, since back then one of them obliterated an entire country. And she goes on by saying that they get their omnipotent power by their demon swords. After hearing it, he realizes maybe it was good that he got exiled from the party. Afterwards, she asks him that what is he planning to do with that magic sword. After saying it, she thinks to herself that those who wields magic sword gets drowned with greed. But then he says that he can do anything with this sword, which scared her. Afterwards, he just says that he is going to take a good care of this sword, which confused her, since he said he is going to take care of that sword. But then he says that this sword already saved him 2 times without any companions, so, which means Oroso is like a partner to him, and that's why he will take care of it. After hearing that, she was shocked, and she thinks to herself Hirotaka is an amazing person, since he completely changed her perception of a demon sword, which can only be used for evil. Afterwards, she thinks to herself that she should change too. In the end, she calls him and says that she can use healing magic, plus she has a encyclopedia knowledge taught to her by her teacher, so he should take her with his voyage, and she will do anything he asks her to do as well. But then he rejected her proposal, and he tells to her doing anything is a bad thing, since companions are supposed to help each other, which shocked her. Afterwards, he says so she should rely on him as well, otherwise he doesn't want her. In the end, he tells to her that she might not like hearing from a guy without a useful skill, plus he is an unemployed guy, to which she suddenly grabs his hands while saying that's not true. And Hirotaka's junk collection skill is an kind skill that finds things that is discarded by others. After seeing her face, he was shocked, and all of a sudden someone pushes her hand from Hirotaka, but he didn't realize it, and he says thanks for complimenting him. But then when he opened his eyes, he realizes there was a different woman standing in front of him, saying if he said unemployment. In the end, she started to pull him to somewhere, while saying that she found an unemployed fellow. Afterwards, she started to run away while dragging Hirotaka from behind, while Liisa is following them. After a while, she says that they reached. Afterwards, she says that it's the guild named the White Cat's Milestones. But then she introduces herself as a guild master plus a poster girl for this guild. And she takes out a membership application while saying that she is willing to give him work. After coming in, both of them was shocked, since this place can't be called as an adventures guild because it's empty, and then he asks to her if this guild actually gets requests, to which she says they get them from droves. After hearing it, he asks to her on how many droves they usually get, to which she didn't answer to that question. Afterwards, she says that if he registers here, he gets to live in a room at the 2nd floor, to which he asks her, so he can live here, and she says yes. But then he tells to her that he will register as an adventurer in this guild. After hearing it, she started to say he is being heartless for an unemployed guy. In the end, she got shocked after realizing the thing he said. And she goes on by asking him if he is sane for joining in this guild with no future. Afterwards, he started to say it's actually helping him since he gets to stay here. Even though it's a rundown place, it's still clean and well-maintained, and also the reason she is this desperate to recruit them means this guild is really important to her, right? After hearing it, she was shocked, and she says thanks to him. Afterwards, she takes out a drawing of him, while saying if he tries to run away, she will post this drawing all over the town. Afterwards, while registering, he asks to Liisa if she okay with this idea, to which she says she okay with doing anything Hirotaka decided to do. After hearing the name Liisa, Guildmaster started to think that names feels familiar. Afterwards, she was shocked after seeing full name of Liisa in the membership registration application. After realizing the guild found out the truth, Liisa was shocked. Afterwards, Guildmaster says that Liisa Montaigne is the daughter of this town's lord, but then Liisa blocked her mouth before she says anything important. And she menacingly says to her that she is just a trainee cleric on a journey. After hearing it, she accepts it and says that she will keep her identity secret. Afterwards, she asks them to decide on their party name. Also, the other parties decides on their name by calculating their characteristics and principles of the party members. After hearing the words principles, he says that he wants to decide on a name where that party only works for 4 days in a week, to which the guild master says that Hirotaka will work hard every day to make this guild famous. But then they started to fight, saying he wants worker rights. Meanwhile, Liisa was thinking of a name. And then she says, how about Junketeers? Since when Hirotaka told her it's okay to fail, even to a useless girl like her, it gave motivation for her to try her best. Afterwards, hearing it, both of them looks at her, which made her to blush. And then she started to reject her words, but to her surprise, he says their party name is now officially named as Junketeers, and he goes on by giving her a thumbs up. After seeing it, she started blush.